Hey everybody. I had this thought. I was thinking about something I learned later today, and I want to share it with you. If you hear that noise, there's laundry going on. But yeah, so I'm listening to this program right now, and it's talking about the formula for happiness and the formula for uh, being unhappy. And it might sound cliche that there's this formula and to be happy and successful and whatnot, because there's uh, so much information, so much advertising about how to make $100,000 in 5 minutes or how to lose 10 pounds in an hour. It's just all these get rich quick and everything's so easy, but there is a formula um, that I've found to be true to be happy. And there's a formula, there's patterns that we repeat that make us unhappy. And so, as Tony teaches, uh, when our life conditions equal our blueprint, our core expectations about way things should be, or our mindset of the way things should be, our mindset, our blueprint of the world. When our life conditions equal our mindset of the way things should be, um, that is when we are happy. So, for an example, we could say, you know, when we have time to, say, for an example, hang out with our children, spend time with our children, and our belief is that, the role as a father, as a mother, is to be at home spending time with the kids, then you're going to be happy. You're going to experience that happiness. There's going to be trials and problems along the way, but when you have your life conditions, when you're able to spend time with your kids, uh, that matches the way you think things should be, you're going to experience that joy, that happiness. And that's just one example. So, as I said, the formula for unhappiness when you're not happy is when your life conditions do not equal your blueprint. So, let's say that you can't have kids, and this is an example that Tony gives. Pretty cool, very powerful. But if you cannot have kids, but you have this belief or this the way that you think things should be, that you should have 4 kids that love you and should be around, and you have this family. But if you can't have kids, then you have conflict there, and you're not going to be happy when those aren't able to align. So how do you undo the formula for happiness and create happiness? Well, you either have to change your life conditions. You either have to go out and adopt a kid, or you could try to have kids later if you know uh, technology or medicine kicks in. Or you can find a way to hang out at different programs, maybe Boys and Girls Clubs or whatever. Or you need to change your beliefs. Maybe life isn't about having kids. I mean, it's about connecting with everybody. Changing your blueprint on your mindset, on your core expectations on what things should be. You're gonna have to change one of those, your life conditions or your blueprint. So thinking about things for me personally, it's always fun doing this. I love this exercise. It's not my first time hearing about it, but I think, like, yeah, I need to change some expectations because they've been pretty ridiculous that I've been putting on myself. About finances and how much I want to make in 6 months, a year, and health and stuff. Always trying to figure out what works for me and improving. So for you, what what's your area, or what's working for you? What makes you happy? What's your formula for happiness, and what's your formula for unhappiness? And what can you do to change that? What conditions can you change, and what blueprint, what expectation uh, can you adjust to experience that happiness in your life? Give yourself more than a minute to do this and focus. And if it doesn't come at first, don't beat yourself up. The answer will come all that you need, everything that you have and that you need is all within you. It's all within your body and your mind, soul, spirit, whatever you believe in. All your answers, everything you've learned will help you. So I wrote some notes, but I think I'm just going to cover that. Yeah, so the formula for happiness, again, is when your life conditions equal your blueprint or your mindset, the way you think things should be. And for the formula for unhappiness is when your life conditions do not equal your blueprint. So, cool. I hope this has been helpful. Yeah, tell me what you think. Cool. Thanks.